If these walls could talk.
If these walls could talk,
They would say thank you.
they would echo the voices of the children on a Friday night.
It's a good place for families. It's a good place for kids.
Home. They would wrap their arms around everyone because of the Hamishness of the temple.
A lot of people had dreams. What we see, these walls, are the manifestation of those dreams.
They would say thank you to all the people who are now gone for doing what they did for the temple.
They would have a lot of stories about a lot of wonderful families, a lot of wonderful mitzvahs.
I think we've progressed very far. They could look pretty satisfied of where the temple is today.
I've always felt that the walls of Akiba have absorbed the prayers, the commitment of our people for the last 60 years. You come into Temple Akiba and you just feel this sense of history, this sense of incredible dedication.
For 60 years, the presidents of Temple Akiba have taken great care to ensure that this community is a beacon of light, a haven of goodness, and an ambassador of shalom. Founded in 1953 with a handful of families, Temple Akiba grew quickly. Within a year, the synagogue officially affiliated with the Union of American Hebrew Congregations, held its first Shabbat services, and hired Rabbi Herschel Lyman to lead the congregation. The first presidents built the community, and by 1963, Temple Akiba broke ground on their new building.
As a matter of fact, I was president when this building was dedicated. It's something that we lived to create.
The weekend of the dedication of this building, in the LA Times, the headline of the article said, "From Dusty's Gym comes the Temple of Adventurous Art." And I had to have my mother convince me it wasn't my father, it was the artwork here in the temple.
And lo and behold, I come into the congregation, and who is making some announcements, and then at the Oneg, it's Dr. Morris Marvin, and he recognized me, and I was just very impressed by that.
I think Sam Weiss was probably the president when I came. Very good with his hands. He made the ark that we use for the high holidays at the Veterans Auditorium. He built that. He built a lot of things that are around. Roz was the first woman president of the congregation, and when she was president, I think she was only the 6th female president in the country.
She was the go-to gal. She was the one who basically, or the two of them were our rock, and we could count on them. So happy. We grew into it simply because we helped start, or did start, the retreats for Temple Akiba, and it was a awakening of the community from my time to not only coming to services, but actually extending the services to year-round participation.
I was also given the task before the temple was built to see if we can get some financing for the temple, and I was given the job because I knew nothing about finance. And I was able to get our local savings and loan company to come up with all the money needed to build the temple.
Maxine served the temple not only as its president, but as its organist and choir director, and she served this congregation not only as the leader, as president, but also as a spiritual leader.
President, and she knew she was president, and she knew I was going to be the next president. So that was my first shot at it. And I liked it so much, I kept going.
During my tenure was the merger with Temple Jeremiah, so that by beginning of July, it was accomplished and the merger was done, and the members of Temple Jeremiah became members of Temple Akiba. We reached out to a congregation who needed us, and in turn became one very quickly, I felt. And That made it very important. It was lovely.
I always enjoy a leadership position, trying to have everyone work as a team to accomplish our common goals. And we got a lot accomplished during that year.
I followed my father as the second generation president. I saw my presidency as one in creating unity within one congregation, rather than saying how many Jeremiah people are on the board, how many Akiba people.
I came over and immediately became active in Sisterhood, the gift shop, which I've been running since 1978. Probably Rabbi Maller's 30th anniversary. And it was a fundraiser, and we really made money. That probably would be something that I look back on and felt very good about.
In May 1986, Temple Akiba was able to burn its mortgage, paving the way for financial sustainability for years to come.
And it was with that board that we were able to accomplish the purchase during that term of the property to our north, and nursery schools, to family camps, to bar and bat mitzvahs, to teaching in the schools, confirmation, etc.
The president, I remember, was, that I had a lot of involvement was Tim Harris, who was really a good guy. And so we took the holiday workshop, and shortly after that, I joined the choir. And within 2 years, I was the cantor of the lay cantor of the synagogue.
This was the time of the terrible Holocaust in the Twin Towers in New York, and we reached out to the Muslim community and had a number of sessions with them in order to bring the community together.
Because I had gotten the position that I was meant to be in, which was Vice President of Religious Practices, which is, for me, the position of joy. So I felt that my job as president was keeping things calm and stable.
We were retiring one rabbi and employing a new rabbi. I felt that was very, very important.
That for the first time in 39 years, the temple had to do a rabbinical search. But I think we did reasonably well.
When I first came to Temple Akiba, Ed Wolkowitz was the president of the congregation. And I remember asking him, is it easier to be the mayor of the city or the president of the congregation? And he said, no question, it's much easier being the mayor of the city. I said, why? He said, because in the congregation, everyone wants to be the boss.
Well, I love the fact that Rabbi Shapiro brought in the Kabbalat Shabbat service. That is my personal favorite service. I love to sing, and it's just so joyous, and I know a lot of people really enjoy that. The partnership between Rabbi Shapiro and Cantor Lonnie is an amazing partnership. So the two of them enhance each other, and it made the services even more special.
Mostly it's been Carol Diamond. She has really made my transition from being an intern and slowly increasing my hours over time, and then was really an advocate for me to come on full-time as the first professional cantor here.
Well, one of the high holidays that I had people come up and support Women of the Wall by bringing the Torah up on the stage and having women come up and hold it. It was an amazing experience for so many women, because some of them had said they had never held a Torah before. And it was so heartwarming to see them, come up and just hug the Torah to their bodies.
On April 4th, 2013, nearly all of the past presidents of Temple Akiba came together for a morning of reflection, celebration, and community.
It was probably the highlight of my life.
I was glad to have been a part of it, and I'm glad that other people are a part of it now.
I'm just one of the crowd. I'm one of the family. And that's how I feel all the presidents are at Temple Akiba.
Our sense of sharing, our sense of ideas, our sense of cooperation in putting forward that vision has led Temple Akiba to wonderful places. If there were one word that you had to describe Temple Akiba, what would it be?
Home.
Hamish.
Attachment.
Comfort.
Family. This is home. This is family.
Every significant signpost in my family's life occurred in and around Temple Akiba.
Temple Akiba has done wonders for my family.
The feelings of togetherness, the feelings of this is ours, is probably something I had never imagined could happen.
I'm as comfortable here as I am at home or anywhere else, perhaps more so.
You can't find a better congregation. You can find a much bigger congregation, you can find a congregation that'll pay you more, but you can't find a congregation that will be better to be the rabbi of that congregation.
Temple Akiba provides a bridge from the uninvolved, even non-Jews, to Judaism as a way of people becoming a part of this community.
My vision is to maintain the kind of an environment within our temple that keeps us interested and thriving.
We're about to start the renovation in the summer.
Our goal is definitely to really keep that sense of belonging and feeling like it's a Hamish place, a down-to-earth place, a very homey place that will continue to grow and flourish even as we grow and flourish as a congregation.
With our history ever present in our minds, we're building the Temple Akiba of tomorrow today.